Goddess of Babylon. The Hanging Goddess of Babylon is one of the wonders of the ancient world which does not exist anymore. Their location has not been established until today, as some believe that they never actually existed. They've been built around 600 BC in the ancient city of Babylon, near present-day Hilla, Babel province in Iraq. According to a legend, Nebuchadnezzar II, a king of the Neo-Babylonian Empire, built a hanging goddess for his Median wife, Queen Amytis, because she missed the green hills and valleys of her homeland. There's also an interesting fact that if the goddess actually existed, it would have taken 8,200 gallons of water each day to keep the plants watered. The date of destruction is considered to be after 1st century AD. The causes of the destruction are believed to be several earthquakes. Statue of Zeus. The statue of Zeus at Olympia was a giant figure around 13 meters tall made by the Greek sculptor Phidias around 435 BC. It represented the Greek god Zeus, who was sitting on a throne ornamented with ivory, gold, and precious stones. No copy of the statue has ever been found. Details about its form are known only from ancient Greek descriptions and representations on coins. The statue was damaged by an earthquake in 170 BC, but it was repaired. Later, it was destructed around 5th-6th century AD due to a fire. Mausoleum at Halicarnassus. The Mausoleum at Halicarnassus, or Tomb of Mausolus, was a tomb built for Mausolus, a satrap in the Persian Empire, and Artemisia II of Caria, who was both his wife and his sister. The structure was designed by the Greek architect Satyrus and Pythias of Priene. The mausoleum was 45 meters in height, and the four sides were adorned with sculptural reliefs, each created by one of four Greek sculptors: Leochares, Bryaxis, Sculpus of Paris, and Timotheus. The finished structure of the mausoleum was considered to be such an aesthetic triumph that Antipater of Sidon identified it as one of his 7 wonders of the ancient world. It was destroyed by successive earthquakes from the 12th to the 15th century. Lighthouse of Alexandria. The Lighthouse of Alexandria, sometimes called the Pharos of Alexandria, was a lofty tower built by Alexander the Great. It was one of the tallest man-made structures on earth for many centuries and was regarded as one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. Badly damaged by 3 earthquakes, it then became an abandoned ruin. It was the 3rd longest surviving ancient wonder. In 1994, French archaeologists discovered some remains of the lighthouse on the floor of Alexandria's eastern harbor. Great Pyramid of Giza. The Great Pyramid of Giza is the oldest and largest of pyramids in the Giza necropolis. It is the oldest of the seven wonders of the ancient world and the only one to remain largely intact. Egyptologists believe that the pyramid was built as a tomb over a 10 to 20 year period concluding around 2560 BC. Initially at 146.5 meters, the Great Pyramid was the tallest man-made structure in the world for over 3,800 years. The Great Pyramid was covered by casing stones and formed a smooth outer surface. What is also seen today is the underlying core structure. Some of the casing stones that once covered the structure can still be seen around the base. There have been varying scientific and alternative theories about the Great Pyramid construction techniques. Most accepted construction hypotheses are based on the idea that it was built by moving huge stones from a quarry and dragging and lifting them into place. There are three known chambers inside the Great Pyramid. The lowest chamber is cut into the bedrock upon which the pyramid was built and was unfinished. The so-called Queen's Chamber and King's Chamber are higher up within the pyramid structure. The main part of the Giza complex is a setting of buildings that included two mortuary temples in honor of Khufu and three smaller pyramids for Khufu's wives, an even smaller satellite pyramid, a raised causeway connecting the two temples, and small mastaba tombs surrounding the pyramid for nobles. Temple of Artemis. The Temple of Artemis, also known as the Temple of Diana, was a Greek temple dedicated to the goddess Artemis, the daughter of Zeus and Leto. It was located in Ephesus, near today's modern town of Selçuk, Turkey. It was built in approximately 800 BC by the Lydians and the Greeks. It was rebuilt 3 times before its final destruction. The original temple was destroyed in the 7th century BC and the reconstruction began in 550 BC. It took 10 years until it was completely rebuilt. The second temple was about 4 times larger than the first one. Later, it was burned down by a Greek arson named Herostratus. An interesting fact is that the fire that Herostratus set took place on the same day that Alexander the Great was born. The temple was rebuilt again and then finally destroyed in approximately 260 AD by the Goths.